guys, and welcome to The Young and the Tasteless. I am your host, Kathleen Wallach, and I am thrilled you guys are joining me today to talk about, first off, my favorite show, my favorite reality show of all time, Real Housewives of New Jersey, has just had a cast shakeup this season. I just saw the premiere sneak peek a little while ago, and can I just say, this show has gotten so serious. Now, I am used to, the Real Housewives franchise. I'm used to, the bubbly problems of our favorite reality ladies. And seeing the sort of sneak preview half-hour special on Bravo the other day, it seems like this show is getting, so dramatic. And it's kind of, you sort of, when you watch, the Real Housewives of, New Jersey, Orange County, New York, you sort of, watch it to escape from your real-life problems into their super fake problems of, they didn't get invited to this yacht party, or someone had the same bag as them. And it was so funny because, watching this, preview, we have the Guidices, Teresa and Joe Giudice, who are facing, serious jail time and, tax evasion and fraud and, all these, actually serious problems. And it's such a trip to see, real problems to these, happening to these people. And, we've seen it, kind of unfolding, in the news, and then, seeing this sort of candy-colored show with these, with this real problem, at the forefront, it's so weird. And they have all these new cast members. I just, honestly, I don't know, it looks kind of ridiculous this season. I kind of miss, Caroline and, Jacqueline. I miss all the old faces, but now we have Dina Manzo back, who is my favorite housewife of all time. So, I'm excited to see what happens there. But it's so weird to see, because you're so used to these, fun shows on Bravo of, not real problems. And now when you have, these real problems, you're just ew, come on, Housewives, let's focus on being fun again. But that's all I had to say about the New Jersey Housewives. I can't wait to see it. I think they premiere in July, and it looks really, really interesting. And all these new faces, there's, these twin sisters or something, and, this other woman. And and of course, Melissa is back, Gorga. So, we have some old faces, we got some new faces on there. I'm excited. Real Housewives of New Jersey, favorite reality show of all time. Speaking of reality shows. All right. Now, I'm an author. I was a struggling author for a while. I still am a struggling author. And I know that it's really hard to break into the author business. So you can imagine my displeasure when I saw that Kylie and Kendall Jenner have just released their newly published book. It's a novel. And it's out. And I have to say, okay, we're used to, in this world, celebrities getting book deals, celebrities who have no business writing getting book deals, I believe Snooki and JWoww, all these people, maybe not even celebrities, reality stars getting book deals. And they always end up in the half off, 75% off bin, Barnes & Noble. We shouldn't care. It shouldn't be a big deal to us. But it is so disheartening when you see, these people who have no business writing and have no business having a book deal get these, multi-million-dollar book deals and, having these, book release parties and signings and stuff. When you yourself, when you want to be a writer and you're struggling and you actually do have talent, because, there's people out there who are so talented, they don't get a chance because the market is saturated with these folks. And I have to read you guys the description of Kylie and Kendall Jenner's book. By the way, they're 18 and 16, so, just to make you madder this morning. Okay, here's the description of their novel. And first of all, the title of the novel is... this is great. It's Rebels, City of Indra, the story of Lex and Livia. Okay, that's the title. And the description is, here's what Amazon's description is. Kendall and Kylie Jenner, stars in the hit reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, present their debut novel, a thrilling dystopian story about two superpowered girls who embark on a journey together. And then there's a little tagline, 2 cities, 2 girls, a shared destiny. And here's more. In a world of the far future, the great city of Indra has 2 faces, a beautiful paradise floating high in the sky and a nightmare world of poverty carved into tunnels beneath the surface of the earth. Kendall and Kylie Jenner, the youngest sisters in the Kardashian dynasty, have written a gripping tale of air, fire, and a bond of blood. All right. A lot to say about that. First of all, I don't even think those two girls know what the word dystopian means. I don't believe for a second that they wrote anything. And if they did, I mean, maybe I shouldn't be judging until I actually like see the book or read it, but that's just not, I'm not going to spend $10 on it. So I'm just going to go by my assumption here. I think that's fair. It's just, isn't it just frustrating? I mean, I just want to get it out. I mean, isn't it just frustrating when people like that get like, you know, book deals from like real publishers and like real, and it's like, why would even like a publisher even like put their name on it? Because you know in like no time this book is gonna be on the discount rack. And I know you're thinking like, okay, I'm being a hater. Maybe I am, but like these two, I'm sorry. You know, I tried for a long time to defend the Kardashian family, you know, or at least be like, well, you know, they're not as bad as people think, but you know what, they really are. And it's just in fostering this kind of like, you know, fake success to these people that don't deserve it when there's so many other deserving people out there is just so dangerous. And it's like, it's really sad that like this is what is getting published now, and this is what's like, I mean, you know, there's obviously other books I'd said they're not the only people getting published, but it's just like sad that these people get so much press for like, I'm sure a book they didn't even write, because I mean honestly I can't imagine them sitting down and hammering out a story. I mean, I've seen these two girls talk, and you know, I doubt any of this could have come from them. But it's so frustrating when you see these, you know, reality stars, you know, get somewhere else, like have another kind of like career, and it's in writing, because you know, writing, you know, you feel like you work hard at it, and people who, you know, really are writers or try to be writers, like they put in so much work and so many hours and face so much rejection, and it's just like, you know, these two probably got approached with like a book deal, and it's just, what are you gonna, you know what though, it's reality, you know, like I said, Snooki had a book, a novel, JWoww had some kind of like way of living book, but they always end up, you know, $2.99 rack, so I guess people do see it for what it is, crap, you know, and people also just don't really want to buy something with their name on it, so it could be just, you know, rather detrimental to be like, you know, that, if, you know, in some like long shot they actually do want to be authors, and you know, people probably aren't going to buy it just based on who they are or who they're related to, you know, their mother, oh god. You know, the Jenner name used to mean something in the 70s, and now it's just like, isn't that sad too, how like Bruce Jenner, can we just like, I'm just going on a tangent today about the, you know, Jenner Kardashians. Isn't it sad how, I'm happy that Bruce Jenner has finally like gotten away from that. Now he's like weird in his own right, but like, you know, how he used to be like this kind of like American hero, and you know, he was like this like a champion athlete, and then, you know, nowadays this generation just gonna know him as this like windblown face weirdo married to that monster Kris Kardashian. I mean, it's the, you know, how the mighty have fallen, I guess, you know, it's sad, but I had to rant to you guys about that book, because it's just, it's an annoying world to live in when, like, you know, it doesn't take talent to get a book published. I mean, and talent can in fact like hold you back, it seems, and it's just, it's so impossible to get an agent, and so impossible to like get something published, you know, without, you know, your blood, sweat, and tears being poured into it. And it seems like, you know, these teenage girls got something published, and it's just like, I don't know if they wrote it, maybe they did, maybe they didn't, you know, I bet they had help if anything, and it's just like, it's just, I want you guys to know the pain is felt throughout about that, like, you know, all the, it's frustrating, because I mean, even when you see just like celebrities who are like actors, like, you know, have books out and have like books published, and you're like, they only got there because they're, you know, an actor, but at least they're like good at something, whereas like these reality people, like those particular reality people, I feel like the Kardashians are like, I feel like the world is really turning on them, but it's just making them even more famous. But it sucks. I mean, in the older sisters had a book out too. I mean, you don't even know about it, so I guess like nobody, I mean, I don't remember the name, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but it's frustrating, because like having a book published is like such a big deal, and when it happens to those people, and you know they don't appreciate it, because I just read something online that like they weren't happy to be at their book signing, you know. It's such a, what a world, you know. But I guess that means you have to work that much harder if you want to be a writer, and you have to work that much harder if you want to get into the writing industry, because you're competing with that. So, and you could bet your ass they didn't, spend their 10 hours a day writing and querying agents and trying to get out there. Just saying. But then again, they have to deal with Kris Jenner as their mother. So I guess it's an even trade. I wouldn't want that for any amount of anything in the world. So, I guess we got to be happy with what we got. So that was what I wanted to rant about with you guys today. I want to talk about Real Housewives of New Jersey, getting serious, getting dramatic, getting some real drama up in there. And you know what? I'm always gonna love Teresa Giudice. She's always my favorite. I don't know what it is about her. I know she's just like this like terrible person, this like liar, this like fraudulent, a law-breaking woman. There's just something about that woman, though. She is so, it's drawn to her. You're just drawn to her like a moth to a train wreck, honestly, because it's just, there's something about her. And it's just and she always stands out. And she's like the one housewife that's been on it consistently from the beginning. So that's saying something, too. I mean, Andy Cohen, who I think is like the puppet master of the housewife enterprise, knows what, he sees it, too. Bravo knows what they're doing. And the Kardashians, my least favorite family of reality TV. I mean, my God. That I love that they call them a dynasty. That just, I mean, come on. So, you got, just some food for thought. If even if you're a reality star and you can get your book out there when whatever, that's annoying. But if you're someone who really is talented, keep working. I know it's frustrating, and you're going to see a lot of that out there, but you got to breeze past it, focus, know that those are not going to be lasting books. So, unless, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe they're like the best. Maybe they're like Ernest Hemingway, and they have a way with words, and they know what they're doing. And they're like, well, this is dystopian. They're like H.G. Wells of their time. I'm totally just a jealous hater. I doubt it. Hey, buy the book. It's like $10 on Amazon. We'll see. The title once again is Rebels: City of Indra, the story of Lex and Livia. Lex and Livia. Okay, well. So check it out. Maybe it has a little read inside feature on Amazon. I don't know. If you have the time. But yeah. The world we live in. What can I say? Have a great day, you guys. Keep working hard. Keep doing what you're doing. Better than a Kardashian or a Jenner. Except for Bruce Jenner. He's amazing. But have a great day, you guys. And I will see you next week.